Busou Shinki MMS Type Violin Sharatang. Maker Advanced Physics. Here is the new Busou Shinki Sharatang, one of the two musical instrument sister wave. So it's the type violin, and I'm afraid it seems like the new box design is to stay. And well, it's alright really. The flap does mean some more graphics and more stuff to actually look at, but it doesn't serve much purpose other than that. And you can now that you can have a big window to see what you're actually buying. Very beautiful picture of Sharatang. Sharatang character design is by Choco, which is quite famous, and of course the base body is still designed by Masaki Epsi. Here's some shot of the figure in various poses and form, and here is the full picture, full illustration. Pretty nice. Sorry about that. The TV is actually reflecting against the screen and against the glossy box, and it's really distracting. And I only just noticed it about somewhere 5 minutes before I actually started. That is actually I didn't realize this block of text is actually the character description of Sharatang. It's actually describing this company. The Advanced Physics is a small company making high-class speaker, and in 2040, because of a lot of company making auto performance equipped robot, and they decided to go into the robot market and make Sharatang and her sister Baby Ras. Well, in here, Sharatang is designed for relaxing music, and she possesses two night light for people to actually ease people into sleep. And for some reason, her bow and equipment are all weapon as well, which is sort of creepy if you think about it. But anyway, let's take her out. Hold on for a second. Okay. By the way, very beautiful pink interior box as well. Quite nice. Good for background. Okay, Sharatang comes with standard bag with the instruction and two wires. We'll get to that later. And a set of spare optional joints. There is 3 tray. Tray 1 containing the base figure, some of the major weapon, the alternative face, and 2 little candlelight. And you can see here is her violin, her cello, the cello bow, the violin bow. Quite a few stuff in here. Tray number 2. Tray number 2 contains mainly connecting pieces. The 2 stand for her musical instrument. Some extra pieces, optional pieces, and this little box, which is very important, and we'll get to that later as well. As for tray number 3 is the box for your spare part, the stand. This is a full set, therefore it's a full set stand. Ooh, and they actually pre-assemble this for you. Interesting. All of the spare hand, a lot of them, and more connecting pieces, spare joint part, washer part. Yeah, so that's it for the tray. Let's take the figure out. Here is Sharatang. Let's take off the plastic pieces out. There we go. Well, first thing you can say is she's very skimpily clothed, and I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, this is literally the first time I've actually moved her body, so some of the joints are a bit tight. She is a MMS third body, and belong to the tall size. And as you see just now, her washer for the thigh and the bicep are taken out. So although she's a MMS tall, it was deliberately done so that she's slightly shorter than the standard MMS figure. By the way, a very interesting hair sculpt. I'm not sure if it's going to show, but other than the hair piece, there is actually some paint app to display hairline on the inside. Actually, really nice eyes. This is actually the first Busou Shinki I have that is actually made by Choco. This two hair piece is supposed to move, but it's a bit tight, so I'm not going to try to force them. Yeah, I do actually feel there is some movement in them, but I'm not going to force them, and she looks fine as it is. Since she's an MMS third, her articulation is always good. MMS always does. Paint app wise, she's molded in flesh color and black, obviously. All of the lower limbs are black and main body are flesh. A lot of musical sign. The forte signed a star like S to representing the upper, was it the upper music line symbol? I can't remember what it's called. I actually studied violin for about 7 years. I actually can't remember them. Shame on me. Interesting little sign. On her chest there is a really tiny text of the word F1 physics, as in the company who makes her. So she's pretty nice. And that's about it for the bare figure. So let's move on to arming her up to a light arm roll.